Godspeed, Toffees. I'm so sorry. You guys were having such a great conversation and my finger slipped and I accidentally hit the game start button. But we'll make sure that you guys get a chance to deep dive into Fiumba because Lord knows we need to right now. We are getting started off on Miramar and yeah, it's just, there's something. We've often talked about, you know, what we want to see as this region kind of merges together, right? Tilt Town's gonna have to make a move into Dragon Tiger Barrel Showdown. Also do want to point out that Soniqs did get into a skirmish with some of 00 Nation, and they're trying to recover onto that, but also you can see it's gonna be Shrimsy comes in. They should be able to get the res onto Tig, but Honey Badger has been kind of harassing into this, and they haven't been able to get the flush just quite yet, and you can see Mime off in the distance in the blue. I think that they might just have to leave him behind. There's too much pressure on this, so they're just going to go for Tig and probably have to just cut out. South getting to be a little bit more of a relaxed situation than we were seeing a second ago. It's going to be STK taking shots into friendly fire, both of them just trying to get Edge right inside the circle.
Yeah, and they're fighting for a lot as we look at Tilt Town still trying to take the fight to LG, but they're getting shredded as well. Dragon Tiger Barrel Showdown have done a wonderful job of third-partying all these players on the northwest side of the circle.
We've got Soniqs, we got 00 Nation, Dragon Tiger Barrel Showdown, LG, all on this angle, and God, that's going to be crazy to watch.
Yeah, we're going to see some crashes. We're going to see Fiumba already has that location there on the south. You have Rats on the west, and then obviously Zvire with the God compound right now. This is going to be difficult to come in. There are some dips for this fire, can potentially rotate in on the east though.
This is an amazing set of plays coming out from Decimate. They've switched out into a 2-2 situation. They kept multiple members back to deal with STK and realized what was going on with Soniqs. Moved in aggressively. They didn't get the kills on it, but the harassment was enough to stop the Soniqs inside the tracks. Let's do the quick breakdown as we're going to be looking. LG, Fiumba up at the top, but Toffees, whew, look at everything after that.
Yeah, so give me a sec here, guys. What you need to know. Soniqs is going to PGS 2 no matter what when it comes to Riyadh. They are here playing to get extra points to try to qualify for PGC. Their performance, they're not going to be happy with it, but they still get to get the bid. So we're going to kind of ignore them. The top 3 teams that are not the Soniqs will go to PGS 2. If Soniqs makes a jump and ends up in 3rd place, then it'll be 1st, 2nd, and 4th, plus the Soniqs.
And here we are on Miramar for the last time to see how this is going to be stacked up. We still got Dago, we still got Erangel to go through, but I know Miramar is going to be where a couple of these teams are going to try to pick up a couple of points, and it provides some aggressive nature, right, Godspeed? I believe that we've got everybody pretty much comfortable inside the circle at the time, as Soniqs do have a lot of vision to work with. They do have also Dragon Tiger Barrel Showdown in between them, as multiple members are going to be on one side, and they still have Tiggleton back at Power Grid. I do love to see that one. We do have STK that's gotten control over the Crater Fields with 2 of their members in. I'm having flashbacks PGC last year where we saw some crazy plays happen around. Whoa! Dragon Tiger Barrel Showdown's got some goals as well as Soniqs. Tiggleton did manage to regroup, but remember how we were talking about that they were kind of intersecting on this path. Everybody's coming in. Yellow Jacket's now going to get involved as well. Vegas is going to go down shots from Mime, so it's going to be just Greg shot up, but notice Tig is very low on life. Not going to matter, as Dragon Tiger Barrel Showdown is eliminated. Sharpshot realizing the fact that he only really has a clip and a half left.
Yeah.
He needs to get more out of it, but Paige is going to start raining him up.
And they really want to get rid of not only Fire, but Future Snake. They actually just get down and loot those bodies. They need the ammo desperately, and Danny is just trying to survive in the smoke. But Paige finds him yet again. Is just on a Benya now.
It's as many bullets. I feel like they're not going to leave until they need to at least pick up a crate here or there. Looks like they're trying to clear out some potential drop lines too, because they have that rock that they can kind of use to jump down back behind them. So if Synergy does go down, they can try to exploit ammo off of them. Future is directly below them. While we have seen Friendly Fire taking the shots into what's going to be going on with Zvire, Zvire's the only one that they can actually see at the time. So Tiggleton's going to roll through. Benya, though, going to stop that one straight up. It's going to be a good spray as well to take down another. But guess what? It's going to be Roth that gets the flush on to Benya, and it's going to be continual firefighting coming up from Friendly Fire at 14 kills. And here comes the parachute down. They know where the crates are, and they want that ammo.
All right, we'll go back. I want to talk about them in a second because I do respect that, but I want to focus on this board while it's up. LG still strong, 161. Fiumba continues the gap grind at 137, but we've got to change. Zvire overtakes 00 Nation and moves to 103. Friendly Fire, who wasn't really even in the conversation, is now only 10 points off the chase and above everybody else who was on that in that hunt squad. That's a wild swing of a game.
It's time. Let's go, Tego, Godspeed.
Yep, Tango indeed. We are. I've really been enjoying what we've witnessed on this map so far. We've actually gotten quite a nice little, almost like a sampler platter as far as circles. Excuse me, different zone endings. We've been on the east side, we've been on the south, we even had a little bit of a north side army base ending, our very first Tego match we casted together. So it's been really fun watching this kind of map meta unfold. But really, there's actually a lot of interesting areas just to the north, or excuse me, just to the south of Shipyard, right? That a lot of the teams aren't really opting for, except for Friendly Fire right now, is Decimate now trading shots with Soniqs.
The angle that he's going to be approaching from isn't even that terrifying. 0-0 Nation is kind of close to this, but it doesn't look like they're opting into aggression just quite yet. So vehicles coming out on both sides, but I think that this is just going to be kind of done for right now. Soniqs going to be content with the look like they're just trying to go for this positioning on it, and we actually have an emergency airdrop coming over as well. The Rats know how to hold that angle, come through pretty clean, all considered. And now that is going to reveal position to Soniqs. So Soniqs are now eyeing, maybe just jumping down on top of this is going to be a third party, but Decimate thinks and tries to go for a flank, but it is going to be Rats that continue to survive.
I also want to point out with the Soniqs, they got that massive airdrop that came in, that specifically the Tego has. So they are going to be absolutely kitted to the teeth.
Man, this fight with STK.
Look at that P93. Oh man, that Soniqs right now is a raid boss.
Future is going to get eliminated by Elevate and what's going to be happening. But now looking in, everything's kind of stalled out. Soniqs have kind of moved in. They're going to be just holding this line. No real options for anybody to move. Fiumba's going to use this opportunity to sneak by. You know the fact that Soniqs are going to be roaming around like a wolf pack. So they've now spotted out what's going on with Friendly Fire. It looks like they could be taking some shots into this one. We can see now what's going on with VHZ and how close he is to Elevate. And Elevate taking some shots into what's going on with Soniqs. This is just take one down, pass it around moment. He's going to get spotted out by Shinboy. And now Fiumba's last member and Emmy. I don't think that big game that they were wanting was going to happen. But Elevate, they ain't done, man. 9 kills and look in Soniqs' direction. This is just a continual push coming out from them. The problem is Soniqs are gatekeeping out their angles. So they're going to have to fight their way into it. This is just so weird. The fact that it's just in the north, it's so quiet still.
Even going into, you know, the next event they'll be playing in.
Punage does finally go down to Soniqs. Tiggleton's gonna be holding that, but it's gonna be Ethan now that's got himself a nice nade, so maybe he can connect in. H1, the rest of the crew now having to deal with Blue Zone nades, and Ethan's nade pops off right in front of H1. Elevate trying to see if they can force their way in. They are already inside the safe zone, but they want more. This is a good control area to play from. Mime, though, up at the top of the rock, got himself the P90. Tiggleton on the other side. That's a 1-2 punch from absolute hell. Ethan, though, significant step in, goes for the spray, does get taken down, but he's gonna go down immediately after. Soniqs with just one member up. Have to play this one safe, but it's gonna be Dragon Tiger Barrel Showdown that's moving down into Fiumba's line.
As they now go into a 4-on-3 against the former Titans here.
The dream is real. You know Soniqs want those PGC points, though, so do not count them out yet. Next level strategy coming around on his H1, now taking a bit of Blue Zone damage. Oh, nice. He gets popped by Pixel. That means that this is now a 2v4 lined in. Sharp shot, they got denied last time. They want this one. They got the second place, and it was so close for them. Now, can they right it? Can they get it back? Friendly Fire presently sitting at first. Page gonna open up onto one of them. Tiggleton, now the last one up, looking into Friendly Fire, a 1v3 situation, and he's just gonna drop down and prep it up. Does he know? Is he gonna go for it? Pixel knows where he's at. They go for the spray, and that's gonna be Friendly Fire locking down third place.
Big leaderboard, whole deal. LG still strong, 164. These guys seem absolutely unstoppable. Fiumba at 145, looking very strong. And then Friendly Fire steps into third position. No, they don't step into third position, matchup. They pull a Kool-Aid guy. They came through the wall. They smashed the house, and they went, oh yeah, time for a victory. Oh, yeah. Zvire slides down, 0-0 Nation sliding, and STK, my heart is breaking. I need them to have a big next match.
3 games left, all on Aragon. No excuses allowed from this point forward. We have a absolutely epic race for third place, and it is just going to be so fun to watch.
Friendly Fire, though, and LG just very content in this current circle. As Swin is now spotted out, Elevate as well, and STK is actually going to hear these shots. It's a big opportunity for them. They're going to find out it's Soniqs and Elevate.
Yep, and now Soniqs figuring out their pathing into this. They want to feast. Look, a vehicle moving in very aggressively, but they've got to be careful. I don't know if H1 realizes STK is going to be coming out the blue back behind him. He does know. Pins it back around. Goes for some shots. Hits him onto Pinta. H1 Swollen won't stop.
Oh, Tilto.
He gets the have an angle. That's halfway across the circle. He was not expecting that, and he's just trying to get a run out of this one. Trying to get away, and he does because the other members of STK are looking at Elevate.
Trying to just get rid of Win, but he is just a pest that won't go away. A menace for STK, and they're going to go down. That is it. Again, another early departure.
But now it's going to be about Synergy having to deal with Soniqs as the circle is going to continue to go into that center east position.
And this is a 2-on-3 now with Soniqs, but I mean, Mime and Tig have done some pretty incredible stuff. Any duo left alive from Soniqs will be more than enough for any full squad, let alone one that has one knock. They will at the very least recover Danny, but look at this angle. Benya very ready for it. Mime just dancing in and out of the smokes. And this fight is still happening just outside for the control of the southwest, Matt.
Love it. Getting the side push. Bidya's going to read it. Joshy from Tiltown's like, hey, I want to be a part of that, but I'm not even going to get the kill. So I guess I'll go regroup.
And looking at the leaderboard again, Fumba 8 points behind first, and Friendly Fire really starting to kind of build a gap between themselves and fourth place.
2 games left, and man, these have been some phenomenal games. I know, I'm casters, we're supposed to hype up games, blah, blah. No, for real. I am on the edge of my seat watching this right now as the fight for third is just so amazing to watch. Hello, Senpai. Is he going to get revealed just quite yet? And here's that section of Soniqs and Luminosity Gaming. Tickleton already down.
Yeah, look at this battle. The Titans now, as they're going to be trading back and forth. Mime going to find Snakers, but it's just down to him and Quinn if they can kind of clean this up. And he almost got that knock. But Kick is actually going to trade that in, so it's just down to Mime.
Creeping up. Seeing if maybe he has to be careful with that. The flash, not going to get enough onto Kickstart. Kickstart can't find the angle to kind of flesh this one out. Say 1v1-ish with the Flood and the amount of life he has. Okay, he's finally going to go down. Sure. But now back in this side of it, we can see the Dragon Tag go down, making an appearance in what we were thinking, and it is going to be 22 creeping up back behind this as well.
Trimsy actually going to be able to get revived here by Mime. Kick not realizing it. This is going to be pretty huge, but he peeks over. He's going to see it, and that's going to be it. The timing. So unfortunate for the Soniqs.
Future up on that high ground.
To stay alive.
And this feels like a seismic shift within expectations in North America.
I 100% agree. We came in talking about what? LG, Soniqs, 00 Nation. Fumba was inside the list, but not the way that they were coming out now. If we look at the qualifiers and the way this was, 00 Nation was just feasting everywhere, but now it's Fumba that's found their strength. This is it. We are at the finish line for PGS2, America's qualifiers, going on to the next stage to figure it all out. It has been a sprint for some, like Friendly Fire, and it has been a marathon for others in LG, and it is all culminating right here.
I mean, just watching these games, Matt, and noticing how teams are starting to utilize the new equipment. I mean, the emergency pickups have been just so vital. That's unfortunate. 48 rounds. I'm sure he'll find more. But yeah, SG doing a great job this game as well of staying alive. 4 up and 8 kills already as Quinn has now found some of the members of 00 Nation here on the north side. And I'm sure LG Flood is probably going to try to get an angle on them as well.
There is actually some assistance that is happening for Yellow Jackets against Synergy, as it is going to be STK taking shots across from the Rajak River. As they're extending up to the north, it is also going to be Tickleton that spotted them out, and Shrimzy is going to go ahead and get the knock on a Pippa. And if you're going to get a knock on somebody on Synergy, feels like that's a pretty good one to get. Everybody else is fighting around the outside. I haven't been able to pick up too much, but we're looking at a very hillside heavy fight down to the southeast. Much more opened up fight to the north is, yes, it is going to be 00 Nation, LG, and Soniqs all starting to get vision on each other, and that's where this pop-off fight's going on over here. Is everything's fine, no big deal. Maybe there'll be some distractions that are going to come into play, and no, it is going to actually get picked up there. Now Soniqs going to move down the hillside, and that's going to be right into where LG has some sightlines going on. And Kickstart now going to be moving forward, starting to get the throwables out. It's going to be Rello back behind. Shrimzy does see him get the knock in. It's going to be Soniqs getting control over the center of it. Soniqs are playing more control over the center of the circle. It's going to be H1, Shrimzy, Tickleton on one side of this one. Looking Gonna get the vision on to Crack. It does get the knock as Tickleton's gonna step back and away from this one. It's all gonna be about playing around the smokes from here on out. Pippa up on one side, Danny on the other. Can they spot this one out? Hwin has an idea that it could be coming, but he's not gonna be watching that angle close enough. Pippa is gonna get the knock. Now going to retreat back.
20 kills.
Trying to regroup back over here. Hwin getting down and flush. They're all gonna be pushing up over here. They know where it's gonna be coming. Tickleton is gonna spot out Pippa, take him down, and now it's all on to Danny.
Gonna try to step over and maybe get the knock. That flash was huge. It's a one-on-one. Shrimzy and Danny for the win. And Shrimzy now with the flashes. Danny would love to go for a heal here, but Shrimzy's not gonna relent.
Just making a bold push right in his face, spots it out, and that's gonna be Shrimzy to pick up the last one in a 1v1. Soniqs get the last win with 7 kills, securing themselves that 4th place position.
I'm actually just really excited for the way this turned out as well. I mean, I feel for the LG boys. They weren't first for so long, and they did just barely get squeaked out by Fiumba, but this has just been so cool to see. You know, even Zvire, I love how well they played over the entire weekend. They fell short, but they were competitive every single game.
Well, it's official. It's on the screen. These are your representatives to PGS2, Soniqs, Fiumba, LG, and Friendly Fire. Guys, thank you so much for spending your weekend with us. We have had a wonderful time. On behalf of myself, Godspeed, Matchroom, everyone at Crafton, the entire production team, and all of the players. You guys watching means the world to us. Thank you so much. And until we see you in Riyadh, play more PUBG, baby.